What's going on, everybody? Thanks for stopping in. I'm doing a little shed hunt this morning. It's a early day, so good morning to anybody watching this in the morning, and then just good day to anybody watching it throughout the day, because you never know when somebody's going to come on. Anyways, I am starting a little early. It's not too early for the bucks. I mean, most of them, I'd say 95% are dropped now. The only reason I say it's too early is just because of the snow. As you can see, there's a lot of snow around here. And I mean, it's pretty deep down there. But under the trees, like over there, there's a nice big pine tree, and here and there and everywhere. There's lots of little trees and big trees that provide really good cover, so I'll just walk around under those probably and follow some game trails. You can see tracks right down there and game trails that are half snowed in. But I mean, like I said, I don't shed hunt until about April or March, 95% of the time, because the snow's so much here. But I saw some really good game trails coming up that actually had fresh tracks on them, so I'm gonna walk them a little bit. Like I said, I'm not gonna go too much because of the snow, and also I'm not gonna go too much just because I really don't like to push any deer that might still be in the area bedded down. Here's another game trail going up that way. Anyways, I don't want to push any deer that might be bedded down somewhere in there, because this is all thick brush I usually go to every year or two. I don't get it all the time, but there's a really good game trail right below me I'm actually going to hit, and it goes up that way and up the draw. It's a little water draw over there with some cover. So I'm going to hike around and I'm going to get onto that game trail, and then we'll go from there and see if I can find anything. I won't go for too long, maybe a couple hours, just because I don't want to get into their bedding area and scare them, and I don't want to be out here and just walk over sheds that are buried. Unless they're monsters, they're not going to stick out in this deep snow. But it's probably up to the top of my boots, so 10 inches in areas, but then it's 3 feet in a lot of spots. But just under these trees, it's reasonable enough to where you could actually see something. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. And there's several really big bucks around here this year that I'm really confident about finding. So I'm going to cross this little trail and head into these thick woods. There's a game trail right in front of me I'm going to walk. Just cutting little tracks here and there. The game trails aren't too thick. But I found that rub right there on the tree. I don't know if you can see it. There's no fresh tracks up to it, but it's a really fresh rub, but it's been snowing every day, so it could be from a couple days ago and just buried. I mean, it did snow a lot last night and the night before, and so on and so forth. It's been snowing a lot, and it's making the hiking really hard. So yeah, I saw that rub. It's cool. There's a big buck in here. Anyways, that's my first good sign. I'm gonna keep going on this trail back down that way and over that way towards where I ended up coming from the very first clip. And I'm on good buck tracks right now, so I will either find a shed or make it back to where I was. Well, it hasn't been long. There's the game trail I was just on when I filmed that rub just over there, and I come around and see another really fresh rub, and I was trying to catch my breath. Not gonna believe this, but I turn, and from between that rub I found right over there, not too far, and seeing this rub, I'm on good buck tracks this whole time. I look down the hill, and obviously this trail is bigger now because I've walked on it, but there's a big old buck shed thrown off the trail. He looks like he dropped it from here and like shook his head and threw it down there, because my tracks go up to it. But this is the biggest whitetail shed I have ever found in my life, and I kid you guys not. Whew. One more snow and he'd be gone for sure. He's almost flush with the snow right now. Wow. But yeah, I was just at that rub a minute ago saying I'm gonna keep going, and I kid you not, I started right over there on that hillside, and I walked down, around, up that mountain just like I said, and on the way down is when I found all these rubs and all these tracks, and here he is. The absolute biggest. Look at that, hold on a second. Look at the blood. All around that ring, blood. I found a couple sheds of blood on him before, but this is as fresh as they get, and he's chocolate brown. Oh, dang it, he's snowy. Wow, 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 wow. He is huge. Straight 5-point, kicker right here, 2 kickers down there. You call him an 8-point, but a lot of people would call him a 5-point because of that. I mean, he's straight. Look at that eye guard. I know this deer. I've known this deer for 3 years. I've never seen him in person until this season. I've never touched an antler from him. I never found a shed, like I said. So this is freaking crazy. I mean, when I saw that brown, I knew it was him right off the bat. And that's one of the big bucks I was telling you guys about. That is insane. I call him Mulie. See how he has this fork right here, like a mule deer has. And last year, his left side looked like a mule deer. He had some sort of an injury that deformed it. Look at that, there's even blood on the snow around it, if you can see that. That's what I saw. I saw some blood drips over back there by that rub, but I couldn't find the antler. But here he was. This is absolutely insanely awesome. I've never touched a typical whitetail shed that big. Well, I found the shed back in there a little ways. I had to come out. There was too much snow to set up the camera, so there's a fallen log right here. I was able to put it on. So, I mean, I just found it behind me a few hundred yards. I had to walk to find a place to set up the camera anyways. Here he is, up close and personal, with an absolute giant wild buck. 100% free range right here. And he's as big as they come. So glad I found it. First shed of 2019, happens to be a kicking stud. He's big, he's bad. The deer that everybody wants to see, wants to find. He's long and tall. Perfect. Most people don't get a shed like this in their lifetime, and I still got the other side to find somewhere back in there. I'll just open up this knife real quick, show you guys a length real quick. This is just under 8 inches, 7 3/4 Gerber Air Ranger. Hold it up next to it. Here's eye guard, just about 8, and then every single tine coming off of it is well over that length, especially right here. This one, this is 8 inches. That's a big tine. I mean, I'm not holding this close to the camera to make it look big. I'm just holding it out so you guys can see it, but it's absolutely huge. And there's your proof right there with that. I mean, that's a measuring tape right there that I just put to this thing in front of you guys. So I mean, there's your proof. He's huge. I mean, you don't really need the proof to see that though. Anyways, absolute giant, first shed of the year. Kicking into 2019 with the biggest buck shed I've ever found. Can't get too much better than that. I got one more side of him to find, and who knows what's to come. So yeah, it's absolutely awesome, really. Can't believe I did it, and can't wait to start the rest of the season when all this snow disappears. It's gonna be a while before I find the other side of this thing, because that snow's really deep out there, and I'm not gonna try looking when I know I probably can't find it. I looked a little bit, and I'm assuming it's buried. Anyways, just can't believe I did it. Thanks everybody for watching. Once again, thanks for watching. I'll be back with the match as soon as the snow melts and I can get in there and find it. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. See you all in the next video.